But the fact of the matter is, when you compare the Indian community to, say, the Syrian community in this country, the Indian community is large enough by numbers for their business elites and executives to survive and prosper if they're supported only by other Indian people. So let's say all Africans, all Chinese, all whites, all Syrians say they're not going to support Indian businesses. There are enough Indian businesses, Indian people, there's enough of an Indian population to support Indian business. So they can survive as a self-contained community. But when it comes to the Syrian community, it is impossible for the Syrian community to be mega rich unless a significant amount of the African community are detrimentally poor. Their wealth largely depends on our poverty. Them having hundreds of millions and billions is largely dependent on us working for minimum wage. And the sad thing about it is that they will and have and continue to invest in puppet politicians to help them keep the African community poor so that they can be rich. And if you cannot see that, then you're partially blind to the social realities that surround our society in this day and time. This is not personal. It's truthful. It's reality. And if you can't see it, you're living an illusion.
Ladies and gentlemen, you would have just heard the video that was played. And I know you will not be able to draw context and comparison from that short video. But the reason why I would have played that video for you to hear is for you to draw analogies from the rest of video that was played. Now, it was a comparison with the Indian businessmen and the African business. But this first video I'm about to play here, there are two people that join analogies and references to a particular situation that is existing in Trinidad and Tobago that everybody know. Everybody know who is transporting criminals and working together with the justice system. They see amalgamated doing it. So they transport criminals all over Trinidad and Tobago to and fro. And we are seeing two activists that, in my word, know what it is, but are just hinting to who. And hearing them coming out and talk plain. I mean, David Mohammed is a very good influencer. He influenced a lot of things in Trinidad and Tobago. And we have the other guy You could see him all over social media, all on TikTok. But yet still, they just hint into what is taking place. And they're not calling name of security companies, of establishment. They are drawing references that could be true. Why we have to ask ourselves in Trinidad and Tobago, why crime is not stopping? Why we have to be here with crime? Why we have to reach here? Why now the government is able to open a online court? You could be anywhere in the world and attend court in Trinidad. Why is this system now being implemented and explored? Why this have to be with all these exorbitant fees? Why an online court system can set up from in the jail system? That prisoners don't have to be moving back and forth and we as citizens spend all this money. Why? And these are the things that we must ask ourselves. Are they finances of the government? What the citizens are benefiting? And how long do they intend to go on like this? Or do we not have the money to establish a system like this for ourselves in government? Why we had to use a subsidiary service that would have belonged to a private enterprise? And these are the questions we must ask. Or is it conveniently the people that belongs in these establishments in which they are tied to? Do they not care? Or they are just caring about the party and not the people within the country? Because we would have heard plenty of activists throughout social media is in agreement with some of the foolish actions of the government. Again, this is a program in which we bring out the raw facts and the true facts. Now we are going to go into these two videos by these two gentlemen, and you must ask yourself, why are they not calling it out plain? Why are they not calling a spade a spade? What is their true intentions? Have Trinidad end up a place of cowardness? Again, my name is Wilson Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the video. I am out.
Until our differences come together and work with one another, because crime is a business in Trinidad and Tobago. Because every time you, black brother, get arrested, whether you are Muslim or Rasta, the Syrians make $40 million a year just to take you back and forth between the court and the prison. Every time they delay your case, the Syrians make more money in transportation to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars every single day. When your cases get delayed, the Indian lawyers get paid more, so they become richer, while the Chinese, who own some of the supermarkets along with some of the Trinidad whites, supply the prisons with some of the items that they need in order to operate. So we just getting arrested. We just going to jail. Dr. Darius Figueroa said there's not one top-level African drug lord in Trinidad and Tobago. They are all either white, Chinese, Indian, or Syrian, but almost 100% of people within the prison population who were there for drug offenses are Africans. Imagine that. Mainly Indian businessmen bringing in all the compressed marijuana with the chemicalized heroin in it. None of them going to jail. Only African youths going to jail. But the African youths who are in jail fighting each other. How stupid can you possibly be to fall into those kinds of traps, see the truth of it, and still sink yourself even deeper into those kinds of traps? Wake up, black people.
When the largest security company in Trinidad and Tobago becomes a financier of a political party who then happens to get into office, this is what happens. Take a look at this video, guys.
So let me ask you a question, eh? You think the government don't know what steps to take to curb crime? To put crime at an all-time low? The government could do that in the morning. The people who the government work for, they want crime to increase. They are adjusting laws and putting things in place so that crime could increase.
These people have the majority of government security contracts in Trinidad and Tobago. So when crime goes up, they make money. And if they make money, they could finance political organizations for another 5 years. How is it for the last 9 years? The government had no care or concern about how high the crime rate was. But suddenly it's 1 year before elections and they're very concerned. These people don't care about the country. They care about themselves and getting back in office. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.